I can't wait. This week I'll be going around to the charities and handing out some big cheques and meeting some of the kids, meeting the nurses, meeting the volunteers, and we'll sit down and we'll have a chat. I've spoken to a number of people involved with the charities, and I think every charity needs needs it for different reasons. Some are for medical equipment, some are for technology, some are for travel, some are for more staff. They're all going to be used in different areas. Now, I'm not going to get involved in what they want to spend it on. I'm certainly looking forward to going back once I've spent the money and hearing stories about how it's benefited young people and young children, and how it's potentially changed some lives. And I also want to be very clear that I think this is a journey that we're going to be on for quite a while with these charities. Niki, how lovely is it to come back today and present you with a cheque? It feels like weeks ago that we were sat upstairs and we were talking about the event, and we were going through stuff about the night itself, about how we can potentially help you moving forward and stuff like that. And obviously the event has been and gone now. I was in last week. I come in and see you and the girls. Lovely to come back. This has been the biggest thing for me. This has been what it's all been building up to, and having the opportunity to hand a cheque over, because I know how hard you work. Having been here a number of times now, and every time I come back I get to find out a little bit more. I'm learning stuff all the time, but even sitting down with parents and grandparents, they can't speak highly enough of obviously the support that obviously you give siblings, obviously their children that attend, parents, grandparents. So you're clearly expanding, going into homes now, and helping in that way. So look, I'm absolutely delighted to come back here today. And what are your thoughts on the money? I mean, you're not as delighted as we are. So first of all, the event was incredible, absolutely incredible. And as I said on the night, we were so privileged to be in the room in front of so many people, which we would never have the opportunity to have. If you hadn't selected us as one of the charities. So we're always incredibly grateful for that. That's nice. But the funding, the donation, the 25k is transformational for us. You know, we're not a huge charity. We are really, really trying to expand the work that we're doing. So we've spoken about the fact that there are, you know, at least a number of families out in Hertfordshire who are not receiving the service from us at the moment. And we're really determined to try and reach them over the next 2 to 3 years. And that requires funding. And so that is going to 100% help us to fund a role that will be specifically dedicated to doing that work and getting to those families who are not at the moment coming to us at all, so that we can expand the work that we do, that we can reach more children, that we can make changes and make the difference to families that is transformational to them as well, at a time in their lives where it's most important. So for us, we're so incredibly grateful and privileged that you've chosen us, and we're delighted to have been one of your partners over the last year, and hopefully going forward. And I think, you know, also alongside the other charities, we're so grateful to have been chosen, because we wouldn't, particularly us, we would never have this kind of profile any other way. This wasn't a coincidence, basically. I was trying to raise money, and I spoke to a number of parents that attend schools with my children and stuff like that. And Playskill was one that came up a number of times. So I don't think it's gone unrecognised that the work you have been doing probably over a period of time now. So that was one thing that sort of got my attention. And then obviously when I looked into a little bit more, and then I popped to Deborah at the church in Watford, and but straight away I was in. I was in immediately. Just it's hard not to be though, isn't it? When you come in and see the families and the kids. Yeah, I mean the video that I saw the other night, I don't know, it does make me emotional. And then seeing the parents and hearing their stories, and you could just see like the battles and the emotion and sometimes the challenges that they must be up against is like, wow. So yeah, obviously raising the money, I know it's going to go to good use, and I know that that it will help and it will be beneficial for whether that's staff, whether that's travel costs, whether that's equipment, whether that's technology, whatever that might be. I'm sure you're going to spend it wisely, and hopefully by the end of next year, after our event in September, I'll be able to come back in and give you an even bigger one. Every faith in you, Graham. Every But listen, you're a great help for me as well along the way. Obviously, not just in between the event and obviously when it took place, but even in the build-up on the night, obviously you had so many volunteers that came along and helped. And that was lovely. That was lovely to see you all on the night, because I think it was important that we could share it together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it wasn't just like, you can take me up to this point and then I'll do the event and then I'll just come and give you a check. Yeah. We were all part of it. So I think you knew and you saw firsthand. I've been speaking to the girls today, and I think they're a little bit like, wow, I didn't realise it was going to be like that. So yeah, to see you all in the volunteers room at the start, which was hectic, and I was obviously like pulling my hair out. I was stressed out.
Yeah.
But I was reassured when I saw you all in there, and there were so many people there to help. So that was reassuring for me. And obviously, in the end, it was an unbelievable night.
Yeah,
it really was a special
night. And I'm really proud as well for me to see my staff there, because you know, actually, you know, like you said, it's taken a year of planning, you know, on your part, and you know, I hope that we have been helpful.
You have been, you've been amazing
in that year, and it was really lovely to see the fruits of your labour on that, on that evening, to be part of that. So we were absolutely delighted to be there. So it's just been wonderful. And in terms of the families as well, you know, there is so much more that we can do, and there's so much more that we want to be able to do, and we can't do it without funding. We don't get any statutory funding. It really is, you know, people who recognise the work that we're doing, and it's really lovely to hear that you're speaking to people out in the community, and they do speak really fondly of the work that we do, because that's what we want to do. We want to be a place, you know, a beacon of light, a really joyful and positive space, and that's how I want people to think about the organisation that we are, because that's what I think we are. I
think you're exactly that. I think you've done an incredible job, and every time I walk in here, yes, it's really untidy and really messy, which is normally a great sign.
Yeah.
I love that.
The kids are having a good time.
I love that. There's just stuff everywhere, and the kids are just smiling and laughing and stuff like that. So I could just tell by the energy. And never once have I come in here. Everyone has always made such an effort. They've always got a big smile on their face, which sometimes is probably not always easy.
No.
It's probably, you know, it is probably tough. It's probably tough on the staff as well at times. But yeah, listen, you're doing an amazing job. And I'll be back here. There's no doubt I'm going to come back and see Charlie after Arsenal beat him in a derby and give him some stick. But no, I'll be back, and we will we'll have a catch up regarding future events and stuff like that.
Wonderful. But, thank you so much.
Thank you, Niki. All right.